Our next presenter is Suzanne Parrott. She's a visual artist working with textiles and surface design. She lives on Peaks Island, where she has created a new category of design that she's named upcycled clothing. So here's an interesting fact that I'm stealing from her introduction. Discarded textiles create 12.7 million tons, or 0.2% of our total municipal solid waste. Okay? She makes clothes from a palette of old clothes. Every piece is different. It is a green process. It protects our planet and makes an art form of resourcefulness and brings an inventive and totally creative aspect to fashion. Her husband, Scott, sounds like a patient guy because he told us that Suzanne is always convincing me that I don't want or need some piece of my favorite clothing. And I know that she just wants to, but she needs to cut off a piece of the sleeve for a project. So I like what her friend Sharon said about her. Suzanne is among the truest, most colorful and engaged people I know. She brings beauty and texture to the surface, intrinsic to the fabric and people she touches. So please welcome Suzanne Parrott.
First, before I ring the bell, I want to say I did not invent upcycling. It's a huge movement. It has not necessarily gotten to Portland yet, but Australia, people are crazy about upcycling. A lot of Europe is very interested as well. All right. Hear that? This is a clothing recycle symbol. And I particularly like it because you really get the sense that of what I want to show. You know, that clothing goes from one person to another. And I'm going to talk about upcycling clothing, but also a little about recycling and repurposing as well. This is what we know as our recycling center. If you get clothing from a thrift shop, it's in its original form. You wear it in its original form. It's not, it hasn't been altered at all. You buy what you like. And I think that, well, here's the perfect example. We're used to a very disposable clothing model. The most sustainable textiles are the existing ones. They don't require harvesting, processing, transportation, or packaging. And also, most of these stores support community programs as well. Okay, I've got to repeat this. Textiles are 1/5 of our municipal waste. Here in the US, we dispose of 25 billion pounds of textiles a year, and about 1/10 of that is recycled in some way. Much of that is shipped overseas. Repurposing is another way to reuse clothing. To repurpose is to take a pre-worn garment and alter it to make a new product. This miniskirt looked very promising to me. I have a belt there and the top of another piece of clothing as well. So it turned into a bag. I cut the shape, I block printed and appliqued. I added the strap. It's a great size. It's made of a sturdy fabric, and it has these incredible pockets on the outside, which are really, really great. This is my summer studio. My winter studio is our entire house. Upcycling is defined as the practice of taking something that is disposable and making it into something of greater use and value. So these are all things that are bits and pieces. This is a skirt that's made from the sleeves of two long sleeves from a men's shirt. And when you think about it, you know, the wrist is maybe about 9 inches and 4 pieces. You can make all kinds of skirt sizes out of that. So that is bleach printed and block printed. one of the other things about upcycling is trying to have a zero waste policy, which is to take all the scrap and make it into anything else to decorate that you can. This is some scrap from another shirt, as well as pieces of the sleeves, which it's hard to see, but they're a different color. What I really love about upcycling is the randomness of the materials. I make things from whatever I find, and no two garments are the same. And I never quite know what it is I'm going to find. This is block printed at the bottom. It's a man's T-shirt at the bottom. This dress is block printed. It's Mount Fuji there. It's made from 3 T-shirts. The skirt is made from sleeves, and then the sleeves are made from other sleeves. The applique is scrap material. It's a way to transform but also preserve the original textile to do this. You can see the printing is the light green, and the rest is all sewn on. Sort of not in the right order. I meant not the order that I should have done, but it came out all right. This is the jackknife sweater. It has, you can't see necessarily, but there's safety pins all down the front of it, and it has velvet sleeves. There's a transparency in the design in upcycling. We see the materials and the process that went into making it, and there's sort of a story in each garment. This is a skirt made from 3 T-shirts, and the design is made by reverse applique, where you sew something on the inside, and then you cut out the shape to reveal it. This is a commission piece. The color range, the size, and the tree print were the parameters, but everything else was based on whatever I could find. The person was sort of a tree hugger. I guess that would be a good term for. She was very excited about it. Redesigning is sometimes extra challenging. This jacket needed a lot of help. It was it was shapeless, and it actually looked sort of like a bad bathrobe. So I contoured it and patterned applique, and it changed it dramatically. Sometimes clothing doesn't need embellishment. Sometimes just the patterns together can create a piece that's very lively, and I think they carry this. It's far removed from the original maternity dress, T-shirt, and skirt. So a perfect day for me is one where I go to Goodwill, I bring my things home, I lay them out all over the place and play with the fabric, and I get to use scissors to cut up things I was told never to cut. Cashmere sweaters are particularly gratifying. This is an example of what I do. I have these 3 pieces of clothing, and it's going to be a dress. I brought the things home. I went and I searched for something to make a specific piece of clothing to demonstrate for you, and so this is what I did. I cut sleeves off. I changed buttons. The skirt was an XXL. One of the shirts is a small, and the other is an extra small. And unfortunately, this is my last slide to show you the finished dress. But fortunately, I did think to wear it. So if you would like to see it, you can come see me afterwards.
Suzanne Parrott. That's it? Your steps here? Please? A little impromptu fashion show.